So here is Conor McGregor making the walk once again, the only simultaneous two-division champion in UFC history, and really a guy who has taken the sport by storm. His win over Jose Aldo, Nate Diaz, most recently Eddie Alvarez. Remarkable what McGregor has accomplished in a short time in the UFC.
Conor McGregor has that it factor, along with a fantastic and creative striking game, a very good ground game, and extreme confidence in himself. All these make for a fan-favorite combination.
All right, talented fighter making the walk here tonight. I will be surprised, Joe, if we see him put on his back at any point tonight. Incredible takedown defense, great balance, very solid base, an outstanding sprawl that's very quick and athletic. And for a lot of fighters, they waste a lot of energy trying to bring this man down. Gotta think the smart approach will be to see if you can get the shot early, but if it doesn't materialize, go to plan B. This guy's takedown defense north of 90%. Some of the best takedown artists in the world have failed to take him down.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Manila, Philippines, the Destroyer.
All right, I gave instructions to you guys in the locker room. I want you guys to follow my orders at all times, defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because it's about to go down right now.
Matchup of southpaws here. Checks the leg kick, Joe. Opens with the left hand and lands flush.
That one hurt. Hit him with the jab. Oh!
Unbelievable!
That's it! Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Let's see it again. Here it is one more time. Boom! And he's out.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is calling a stop to this contest at 24 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Destroyer.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now moving forward inside the octagon. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, so here he is, the backyard brawler, the internet sensation, Kimbo Slice, finding his way onto this UFC roster. It was a big win over Houston Alexander that set up this showcase spot for Kimbo here tonight. And when Kimbo's fighting, the masses are tuning in. Let's see what Slice can do with this opportunity here tonight.
This fighter has outstanding footwork. He is amongst the best in the world at changing angles and always being in a position where he can land against his opponent, but he's out of range of his opponent's counterattacks.
Oh, is it great to see this guy make the walk here tonight. Really as accomplished a striker as we've seen come into the UFC in years. And no surprise, he'll be interested in keeping the fight standing tonight. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic. If the takedown defense holds up, figures to have a pronounced advantage on the feet.
This guy has world-class takedown defense. He is incredibly difficult to take down, and once you do get him down, he gets back to his feet very swiftly.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia, Big Man.
All right, you can lose in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
And here we go. All right, well, every time we see...
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming?
How about that shin?
Clean, hard shot to the head with that hook. Oh, he clipped him! Oh, he hurt him. Body kick, look at that.
Again, going back to the well with the jab. Well, he's got a strong jab. Missed with it there, though, Joe. Kimbo slices, strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense.
Look at that, right to the temple.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning in.
Oh, he got hurt!
He's got hurt here.
Oh, very nice.
Whiffs on the right hand.
Hard straight punch.
Try to establish that jab.
Oh, flipped him again. He's hurt, he's hurt.
Oh!
He's melting, that's it. Beautiful body shot there, too.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
Oh!
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Trying to establish that jab once again.
He's throwing some hard shots now.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
He tagged him again. He's hurt. He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Oh, he might be out.
Here's a nice inside leg kick. Big straight punch.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, that's as good a jab as you'll see, Joe.
Oh, big shot. Oh!
He's out!
That's it. Beautiful, accurate uppercut that got him the win.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight.
Let's see it again. Tremendous force, and that's a wrap. Check it out here. Bang.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout,
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC heavyweight division title. All right, so here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, making the walk to the octagon here tonight. He is challenging the champion, whom he has bad blood with, whom he believes he is better than. And obviously, as he makes the walk here tonight, he finally has the chance to prove that he and not the champion is the man who deserves the distinction as the baddest man on the planet.
As he makes his way towards this cage, he believes this is his time. He believes he is destined to take this title. His preparation for this bout has gone absolutely according to plan. He's in fantastic shape with a great game plan, and he expects to walk out of this cage tonight as the new champion.
Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the octagon has ever seen.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. So at least on paper, even matchup here. A lot of similarities across the board, evenly matched when it comes to the numbers. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. It's fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, presenting the challenger, the executioner. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 255 pounds. Fighting out of New York, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instruction in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title is on the line.
Oh, he hurt him.
Body shot to the
body. Trying to pass there, but he gets stopped. Beautiful elbow there. That was a hard elbow there by the champion.
Lands a big elbow there.
That is rough. Tries to pass, but cannot. Beautiful body shot there, too.
landed a huge elbow from the top. We'll see if that one will cut him open. Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Big punch. Whoa! The champ is in deep danger here. He's really hurt, and he is going to lose his title if he can't recover.
How about that shin? Combinations here.
Oh!
Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's going to have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Got to get his head off the center line. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's in big trouble.
Just missed with the left there. Oh!
Good shots by the champion.
Finds his range with the jab. Sound defense there as he blocks the shot.
Look how light he is on his feet, too.
Just misses there with the left.
Oh, excellent exchange there. Look at that, he's timing that jab. He's definitely hurt. Big shots! Huge uppercut misses.
Oh, straight right.
Oh, he's tagging him. Oh, he got clipped there. He got hurt.
Woo!
Look at that jab. Oh!
Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover.
And they separate.
Oh!
He got hurt very, very badly.
Oh!
Really threw a lot. Oh, he nailed it! Oh, my goodness! Oh!
Wow!
Outstanding!
Wow!
Tremendous hook, landed flush for the victory.
Well, Joe, you knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight.
Here we see it from another camera angle. Great angle here. I mean, just stiff.
So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner and by knockout here tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Games called the stop of this contest at 3 minutes, 29 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
So there is the man they are all still chasing in the UFC heavyweight champion, the undisputed king of the big boys, getting it done here tonight by way of the knockout. And his corner is absolutely thrilled with the effort and the result here tonight. He was measured, and when there was an opportunity to seize the finish, he certainly steamrolled right through it. Congratulations to the still UFC heavyweight champion of the world.